Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a contracts manager at Kapitol Group.
Hi, I'm Ben, a contracts manager at Kapitol Group. So the commercial team at Kapitol Group is responsible for overall commercial responsibility of the projects, and that starts with the project setup from procurement of all the subcontractors right through to project completion stage. So that starts with getting a handover from the estimators to really understand what budget we have for any particular package. And from that stage, that goes through a very rigorous approval process through this system called ProcurePro that we use, which is very user-friendly. It means that everyone from the CA, the project manager, and through to the directors sign off that package. Make sure the subcontractors are on board and they've agreed, so when we issue the subcontract, there's no issues.
I think our use in Power BI, so what we've developed now some pretty cool dashboards, one of them being that tracks the pending invoices against invoices with POs, and also the timeliness and finding whether if they're sitting in a workflow for approval or and identifies where invoices are late. It's actually a really cool and easily accessible system.
We're undertaking a massive task at the moment to update all our scope of works and to have all our subcontractors sort of pre-qualified into those scopes, but also into things like their safety plans, their quality plans. So when we come up to procuring the subcontracts and running the tender process, we're not starting from scratch for every subcontractor.
Another thing that we're working really hard on now, and this comes to I think how we influence the industry as well, but looking at lean construction and thinking about how we can get our subbies to plan in a way we're having an effect on site that actually impacts them financially, basically through less waste and less time. So looking at how much we can prefab or how we can stock materials and things like that on site to get them into apartments up to floors in a way that means that we don't have to bring as much waste down. There's still a lot of issues with liquidity in our supply chain. We've definitely developed more onerous and rigorous processes now around that to make sure that the subbies that we bring on board are okay to bring on board, but also if issues do arise, we're pretty good at recognising the issues and getting onto it pretty quickly to make sure that we manage that process so there's no big holes in our delivery phase of the projects.
And we like to have those repeat clients, whether that's in our data centre clients or whether that might be some build-to-rent jobs we're looking to work on. We also prefer to work in an ECI model if we can, where we can work with the client for 6 or sometimes up to 12 months, really understand the project, really put our position forward commercially, that we feel like that gives us the best foot forward, where we can lead into using those subcontractors, which we've now worked with over the past few years and know who we want to work with in the future.